There's something that people must consider when they look at getting an animal, like a pet, be it a dog or a cat or any kind of animal really. What is important to consider is that when you get an animal, you are responsible for the animal's well-being. Now you get different kinds of people. You get people who really care for animals, and then you get other people who also really care for animals, but they care more for their personal, emotional attachment to the animal. So that emotional attachment can be extremely dangerous, because what some people do when they're faced with a choice, let's say something very unfortunate happened to the pet or the animal, and you're faced with a decision. You can either do very invasive operations, or put the animal through so much unnecessary suffering just to keep the animal alive, but not for the animal's well-being, but for your own personal reasons, because you don't want to let go of the animal, shall we say. So that is a very important point to consider when you get an animal, is that animal's well-being is top priority. The animals, or that being's quality of life is far more important than your own personal emotional attachment to the animal. So if that means that the best option is to put the animal down, then that is the choice that must be made. So when you're in a situation, many situations are different, but when you're ever faced with a choice between the quality of the animal's life versus your own personal emotions, make sure that the animal comes first. Because keeping that animal alive for your own personal reasons is not the way to go. So if you ever consider getting an animal or a pet, make sure you can face this choice and make the correct decision.